watching Sports This Morning, reaching you live from Channels Television Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. Thanks for joining in. My name is Austin Okunakpan, action-packed world of sports. What are you talking about this morning? Remember, last night we heard a shocker when Chuck Blazer came out to say, hey, we took bribes for the 2010 FIFA World Cup in Brazil, and not just 2010 World Cup in South Africa, and not just South Africa. He also mentioned France 1998. The FIFA crisis is getting interesting, but let's kick off from home. Second chance for Nigeria's junior table tennis players. They are getting ready for the African Junior Championship in Egypt. And I'd like to let you know that Esther Oriba-Miche will be leading the female contingent, while Youth Games champion Olasukomi Ogini will be leading the male counterpart for the World Junior Championship in Egypt. Let's wish our table tennis players all the best. We've tagged it a second chance for that team because they missed out of the junior championships in Mauritius. Now they will be going to Egypt, and that's a good one for them. Let's leave table tennis now and talk some football. Early hours of this morning, the Flying Eagles of Nigeria got back in business at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup in New Zealand. It started on a rather shaky note for Coach Manu Garba and his team. The Koreans were stubborn in the first half, but during the break, Coach Manu Garba prayed for a savior. Godwin Saviour came up, scored a brace in 3 minutes. Isaac Success, and what a goal by Kingsley Sokari, a stunner to give Nigeria a 4-0 victory over Korea DPR to get back in business at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup in New Zealand. The game between Brazil and Hungary is ongoing. We'll keep you updated right here on the program. We told you, the very big one. This man on your screen, Chuck Blazer, is saying a lot. He's confessing. He has admitted that bribes were given towards South Africa, the bid to host the 2010 FIFA World Cup, and of course, the France 1998 FIFA World Cup. Remember, investigations ongoing in FIFA are over allegations of corruption and financial mismanagement. What's going to come out of that one? We'll let you know today on the program. NBA fans, it's showtime. The 2015 NBA Finals is here. I'll let you know that it will end either with the Cleveland Cavaliers or the Golden State Warriors. Now, interesting statistics coming out of that one. It's been 40 years since the Golden State won it at all, while Cleveland has never, ever won a title in their 45-year history. You see some pressure on LeBron James, but the king needs to prove why he's called the king. So, NBA fans, the NBA Finals is here. It's showtime. Channels Television will be following all of the series. And tonight on the show, we'll be talking to, who knows it all in basketball, Sonny Young. You'll be joining us via Skype on Sports Tonight to give all the lowdown as regards the award of the NBA Finals. Let's come back to Nigeria. We told you it's a busy footballing year for the country. The Under-17 team, they are preparing for the Under-17 World Cup. The Under-20 team, right now, they are in New Zealand. They are playing at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. I'm smiling because they're back in business after defeating Korea DPR, the Super Falcons, just about 2 days to kick off. They will be featuring at the FIFA Women's World Cup in Canada. You see, I told you, very busy. The Super Eagles of Nigeria, they are in Abuja. They're getting ready for the Nations Cup qualifier against Chad that will be played on June the 13th. Now, Coach Stephen Keshi invited 23 home-based players. He looked at them. He's the boss. He says, no, only 8 will be good enough to be retained. And then 15 foreign professionals will be joining that 8 to take on Chad. It is Chad, and that is causing a lot of reactions. A lot of football followers in the country are saying, Warri Wolves, Eimba, even maybe 3SC can defeat Chad. Now, why are we bringing foreign-based professionals, spend money just to play Chad? I caught up with some football followers in the country. They gave their opinion as regards all of this stuff coming out of the Super Eagles action-packed sort of sports. Let's listen to them. When we come back, we'll talk. Stay.
Maybe my problem is that I watched too much of the Haruna Ilerika to Segun era to even Keshi's era as a player. I know there were some issues during Keshi's time, but you know what? This set of players are greedy, I'm sorry. Very greedy. They're collecting $8,000 for flight ticket alone. $10,000 if you win, camp allowance, everything. It doesn't make any sense. The FA is crying about money. The NFF president and everybody and the NFF should look into this. It's not about money. What are they bringing? There's no quality. 90% of these players, similarly young players like Omeruo, Obabuna, they've lost form.
Please, someone needs to tell Keshi, let's wake up. Pick a team. I run a football team in the Nigerian league. My team will beat Chad Republic. We don't need this. I think I thought Keshi had learned, but he has not learned anything. We have also not learned anything. We are afraid to lose. Losing and winning and drawing are part of football game. But this Chad team cannot beat Nigeria. We have a solid home-based team that can beat Chad Republic. I saw a certain, what's his name now? Okay, Chuku something, that plays for Water FC. And I'm asking myself, Water FC, what are we turning our national team into? It's a shame.
Strong words coming from football commentators and administrators in Nigeria. Just saying, Coach Stephen Keshi, what's going on? 15 foreign-based professionals to play Chad, while we have a lot of talents in the country that can actually just go out and execute that. That will form the basis of our discussion this morning as we prepare towards that big one between Nigeria and Chad. It's the Nations Cup qualifier, but I say it is big because if you close your eyes and open it again, Nigeria missed out of the last edition of the African Cup of Nations. So the qualifiers, they are a big deal whenever the Super Eagles are playing. Sports this morning on Channels Television, wherever you are in the world watching us, we invite you to be part of this program. I love it when we do this show together because, you know, in sports, it's all about teamwork. Let's play together. That's it. If you want to be part of the show, on Twitter, we're Channels_sports. Do you have questions? Comments? What are you talking about, Chuck Blazer, and all of these confessions coming out of the FIFA crisis? What are you talking about? The Flying Eagles defeating Korea DPR to get back in business at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. On Facebook, we're Channels-sports, and on Twitter, we're Channels_sports. Verified Twitter handle, and we give you all the latest news and updates coming from your exciting world of sports. So that's it. If you want to talk to us, we're waiting. If you want to also send us an email, you can do that. It's sports this morning at channelstv.com. Make it as comprehensive as you can. One of these days, we'll read it right here on the show. So that's it. What's going on? Tayo Salam joins us this morning. Tayo, good to have you here.
Yeah, Austin, great to be here.
And it's been a while, so it means you've been missing my through passes.
Well, I'm not going to say that exactly,
Promise me you'll score this morning. That's
but you know I'm very dependable, Austin, now, but
we will know.
yeah, I'm very dependable.
We will know. Tayo,
Let's go.
let's tackle that issue that
Yes.
Kayode Tijani and Godwin Akina raised.
Yes.
23 home-based players invited, just 8 retained, 15 foreign professionals coming to join that 8. These guys are saying that we're spending so much to play Chad. What's your take?
Austin, I don't know what the debate is about. I don't get it. What's the debate? What was it about? The coach, the coaching crew as a whole, they decide who they want to play for the country. The coaching crew are the home-based players in camp for a while. They've seen them. They've seen the capacity, and they believe 8 of those home-based players are ready to play for the country against Chad. So I don't get what's all the debates about. Why is it being so contentious? The coach has the right to decide who plays for the country, and it's decided just 8 home-based players are fit enough to play against Chad. I don't get why we're talking about this, Austin.
Well, they're just having the point.
Yes, because we're playing Chad.
A lot of points.
Are you trying to underestimate Chad?
No.
So what's the point?
That's not what they're saying.
Yes, so
they're
what is it?
saying that we have the resources right here
Yes.
that can beat Chad and save money.
How do you know that?
Because we have the talent in this country. And again, Tayo, they're
Yes.
saying a good coach should be able to discover those talents that
Yes.
can go on.
So all of
beat Chad.
all of a sudden now, are we trying to blame Stephen Keshi for not giving home-based players a chance? Remember, he's the same coach that no coach has ever given home-based players as much chances as they've had in recent times, more than Stephen Keshi. So this time around, it's decided 8 is enough for this particular assignment, and we're still complaining. What's the complaints all about? I don't get it at all, Austin. Those 8 players, there shouldn't be any problem at all. They come they mix with the foreign-based players whenever they all arrive camp. Get ready for this game against Chad, and win the match. What's the drama about? Why are we being so melodramatic about player selection when the coach has made up his mind?
But that will always come. That will always come, particularly with the Super Eagles, particularly when it's Nigeria, where everyone is a coach. So, it's allowed. But I'm not going to let us go close to underestimating Chad.
That's the key.
We shouldn't go close to that.
You shouldn't do that because I'm hearing Chad.
But I'm just trying to see reasons. I'm trying to see points that we can actually do this without spending so much money.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Austin. But like I said earlier, Stephen Keshi has been the one in camp with this guy. So we need to believe him when he says it's 8 home-based players that are ready to play for the country, unless we don't trust the national team manager anymore. But if Stephen Keshi says these are the guys that are ready to play for Nigeria on June the 13th, then what's the big deal? Just let him carry on with the job. His own priority is to ensure he goes into that match, get all 3 points. For the country, that's what he's thinking about. He's not thinking about what sports and journalists and what the media is talking about is player selection and evaluation.
Let me say this, Tyler, and I want you to be very sincere. Can the national under 23 team, the Dream Team 6, can they beat this Chad?
I couldn't answer that question.
Because they are made up of home-based players and I've seen their quality.
Yes, but I couldn't answer that question until they actually get on the pitch and play and beat Chad. You can't say a team is going to beat another team. So that kind of question, you can't answer it, okay?
Tyler, it's 1-1. We'll get back to you on this
we'll get
Let's
back to
leave
it.
that to you. What's your take on all of these? Football analysts in Nigeria, they believe that Coach Stephen Keshi can actually work with home-based talent for this Nations Cup qualifying game against Chad. The coach, on the other hand, is being very, very careful. Tunde Koike, I like the word he used last night. He says there's a state of emergency in the Super Eagles. That means whenever they are playing, they know they need to win. So the coach trying to get out the best hands. But let's get your opinion on all of this. Let's move on swiftly to New Zealand.
Yeah.